Welcome to Motor Vault Vehicles for Enthusiasts. I'm Josh, and we have a 1965 Backdraft Racing Roadster, the Rt4 chassis. These cars are one of the most visceral experiences you will ever have in a car on a street, and they are one of the best tributes to what happened in 1965. This Backdraft has a very, very classic look with the British racing green gloss paint with the CAMEL diamond stitch interior. This has all of the British heritage with the American flair, and this goes back to the perfect history which Carroll Shelby got together with AC, bought the rights to the AC Ace and turned it into the Cobra. AC was a British manufacturer, made this little roadster, and Carroll said, you know what, I'm taking my flair on it, and he created the Cobra. Backdraft has created their own roadster in tribute to these cars, and they have the look. They've got a mean stance, the 18-inch wheels, and these cars are absolutely smile from both ends of the faces, and it is intoxicating. Under the hood is something very familiar to Ford fans. The small block 427, this one is a Prestige 427C, started out as a 351, built all the way up, 500 horsepower in a 2,400-pound chassis. These cars are wicked, wicked fast, and these Prestige motors are fantastic. I've driven a handful of them. I love them. They are so great and strong with the power. They're reliable, and they've got a beautiful, beautiful noise. When you're inside a Backdraft, you have a lot more space than an original Cobra. These cars are made for not just your small horse jockeys, which is nice. I'm 5'11", 200, and I fit in here very well, very comfortably, which is very nice when you're driving a car that's as quick and as raw as these Backdrafts. It's a very beautiful place to be, especially with your leather finished dash in that same aged camel leather. It is absolutely gorgeous to look at. It's one of my favorite specs that we have ever done. And then you get your classic 5-speed manual transmission from TREMEC, the Autometer OEM style gauges, making it very classic, not too modern, because that is the thing with Backdrafts, is they are a modern interpretation. But this particular example, including with that wood wheel, is very traditional, and for the purist is very, very much down their alley. The ceramic coated headers, the polished lip wheels, the dual chrome roll hoops, and all the chrome trim around the car, including the filler, give this Cobra this beautiful, traditional, elegant look to it. And this car pulls the heartstrings for me, as I am a huge motorsports fan of the 1960s, especially what happened in Europe and in the SCCA in the States. And this car harkens back to an era of which is completely gone from today, with all the technology and all the nannies and all of the safety. This car is so raw, it's so pure, and this spec absolutely warms the heart. Oh yeah, the thunder of a Backdraft. That should put a smile on anybody's face. As long as you like cars and good noises. replicate that in a modern car. These should be called the Thunder Makers. Oh, oh, you feel everything, you hear everything. Imagine what it would have been like in 1965. Taking one of these home from a dealership and then taking it to a racetrack. You were a bad man and you still are today. Even though these cars are very rowdy, they're actually quite comfortable for what they are. I feel really nice in these seats, especially with the big and tall package. So you could be a 6'2" dude and you could fit in these really well. And you're not feeling cramped. I mean, yes, it is a tighter, pedal box, but I mean, that's just the way these cars are. But as soon as you get used to it, these cars get really comfortable. I've driven multiple of these cars, and the more I drive them, the more I just want it. Case in point, one thing with these cars that make them handle and feel really good is that they've got the Mustang S550 rear end, so they've got limited slip and IRS. So they really hook up really well when you're trying to romp on these, obviously compared to the live rears that a lot of these Cobras have. So you feel really planted. I mean, you're still dealing with a lot of horsepower, but it's a lot better than the alternative. So you can really bean it if you want to. And it makes it usable on track and street when you're going through those nice twisty roads. Obviously we're on pretty normal roads right now, but yeah, if you put one of these on a back road and you're flying, oh, you're having a great day. The sun is out, no top is on. It's time to rock and roll in the Backdraft Roadster. I hope you guys got a kick out of seeing this particular Backdraft Racing Roadster. Give us a like, a subscribe, and see what other content we have coming in to Motor Vault. We'll see you around.